Shall we begin?
Afternoon in store for us here at Selhurst Park. For Crystal Palace, a point in the playoffs will be theirs depending on other results. A win and they are guaranteed a playoff spot. But matters at the other end also still to be decided, with Peterborough needing to win to avoid the drop and hope other results go their way so they can secure a third successive year in the Championship. Rowe nicely brings it down and plays in Lee Tomlin. Tomlin still. It's a fine run. Oh, it's a fine goal! What a moment to provide some absolute championship magic. And they are staying up, say the Peterborough United supporters. And Zakuani making the challenge here. Here he goes, into the net. This came from behind to beat Peterborough when they met back at London Road in November. Mendes Lang. Oh, he scored! And the pendulum swings back Peterborough United's way in the fight for survival. What a goal! Get it back in, cleared away. Of shoots. It is in the net. It's a superb goal for a man for the big occasions in Kevin Phillips. Going to have more drama at Selhurst Park as it's whipped in. Yet an extra. Crystal Palace take the lead in the final minutes through Yedinek. And is that to be the goal that will send Peterborough United down? Absolute heartbreaker for them. Crystal Palace this season has been extended. They will play in the playoffs, but it is all over for Darren Ferguson and for Peterborough United. Beaten in the final moments. And their spell in the Championship comes to an end. Palace 3, Peterborough 2.
Hello there guys, and welcome back to Upon This Rock Season 2, and as you can see here, we are back in the Championship. I hope you enjoyed the intro. It was a little history lesson for non-posh fans. We were last in the Championship in the 2012-2013 season, and as you saw, it ended in heartbreak. Last minute goal relegated us to League One, and that's where we've been ever since, up until this point. As I said, back in the Championship now, and we're hoping to avoid relegation in our first season. As you can see here, competition page is up and running, and I'm just going to run you through the board's expectations, odds on in the league, so I'll show you where the bookies think we're going to finish, and also my expectations of the season as well. So the board want us to avoid relegation, and that is basically the mark of 50 points. We went down with the highest points total ever in the last 11 seasons of the Championship with 54 points. If we hit 54 points again, I can kind of have a high percentage of us actually being staying up in the Sky Bet Championship. FA Cup, they want us to get into the fourth round. We enter in the third round because we are in the Championship, and just the second round in the EFL Cup, and we've got the first game against Newport County. So, looking at the odds within the season preview, we are 1,000 to 1 to win the Championship, and we are going to be struggling this season. Literally, it's going to be trying to stay out of this bottom three. But as you can see here, there's a lot of teams on 1,000 to 1. So MK Dons, Rotherham, Barnsley, Charlton and Wigan, and you can even throw Bristol City in there as well. Those are the seven teams, 3, 4, 5, 6, yeah, 7 teams that we're going to have to really play well against to even have a hope of staying up, and then possibly nicking some points from the top of the table team. So when I saw that, I wasn't happy, but I can understand because we do have a relatively small budget compared to the other teams in the Championship. So my expectations, it's kind of to go along with what the board are saying, really. My main focus is going to be about the league, trying to maintain our championship status and build on that to going forward into future seasons. I reckon a couple of years consolidation in the championship would be great. Get the money rolling in and then go for a playoff push or even an automatic promotion push in a couple of years' time. FA Cup, if we go on a little cup run, that'd be great. Same with the EFL, but my main focus is going to be all about the championship. So we have done pre-season. Pre-season is in the bag. Went on a little trip around kind of the north. So we did the northwest and northeast. Sorry. So we did the northeast and we did Scotland, and we came out with some really good results. So a 4-2 win against Partick Thistle, a 2-0 win against Dundee United, a 3-3 draw against Carlisle, which it was a little bit of a rotated squad, but we came out okay. Team Northumberland 3-1, but the really, really big win here is against West Ham. 2-1 win at home at London Road, and actually we played a really, really strong West Ham squad. They are our parent club, obviously, so it was good to have the link up there. So they played Adrian, Sam Byram, Nordveit, Wallace, Nerfield, Noble. So a few youngsters there, but you know, Dimi Payet, Andy Carroll, Aaron Cresswell came on, Chiarte, Enna Valencia. So it was a really strong West Ham side. There were a few changes on the hour mark, but we still played well. 19 shots, 12 on target, and 53% possession. So I think the additions that we made to the squad seem to be working really, really well, especially in the pre-season. We'll have the game against Huddersfield towards the end of this episode, so that'll be the first game we're going to bring you live. And now we're going to get you into the transfer window and see exactly what we've done within the transfer market. We've got a relatively small budget here at Peterborough United. It was about 2 million, and we've spent 1.2 million of it, as you can see down here. So people that we've really bought in for any kind of fee. We bought Jason Cummins in from Hibs. If you've not seen this player, he's an absolute beast. He's only 22 years old, 4-star current ability, 4.5-star potential ability, 15 finishing. Yeah, the composure can be a little bit better. I play an advanced forward, and that's where he's going to be. His first team, great pace, 16 pace, and I really see him taking the championship by storm and making sure that he scores a lot of goals. So he is the first player that we bought in. We bought him in for £675,000, going up to £750,000. So all in all, a really good bargain. We bought a youngster in from Liverpool called Jordan Williams. I bought him in because of his versatility. He can literally play anywhere, down the middle and also at right back as well. So in the Championship, there's a lot of games, 24 teams. So you're looking at about 46 games, 48 games, plus the cups. So there's going to be a lot of rotation. I need that strength and depth. Comes in at 3-star current ability, but a 4-star potential ability, another 21-year-old. And again, well-rounded stats, well-rounded technical stats. His mentals at the top here are absolutely phenomenal. So bravery, composure, concentration, determination, positioning's great, vision's great. His technicals can be a little bit better, but they'll constantly grow throughout the season. And again, a really good pickup, only for around about £275,000 there, so a great pickup for us. We bought in Luke McGee, so we took on the £250,000 buy-in clause that was in his loan deal. He had a fantastic season for us last year. We know about Luke McGee, 45 games for us last year, 37 conceded, and he topped the charts at the clean sheets at 24. And a phenomenal average rating of 7.07 last season. He was an absolute beast for us, and that's why I took the option to buy him in at £250,000, because if you look at him now, he's already worth double that. So he's worth £425,000 already. And again, I think he'll be a good, solid goalkeeper in the Championship for us. We then picked up a couple of free transfers, and some of these I never thought I'd actually get, but actually they came back to us and said, yeah, we'll go for it. So John Flatt, he's the backup goalkeeper to Luke McGee, another 22-year-old. He got released from Wolves. He's been on loan a couple of times, one at Cheltenham and Accrington and places like that. He's got great potential. It's 2-star current ability, but it's actually 3.5-star potential ability. And again, in all the right areas that I need as a sweeper keeper. First touch is probably the only one. First touch and composure, the only kind of couple that really need work on. But again, I think with a good goalkeeping coach is what we've got, and game time in the cup, in the reserves and stuff like that, I think he'll become a really good goalkeeper for us. We then got Lewis Thompson in from Norwich, again on a free. He's going to be in the middle there. 3-star current, 4.5-star potential ability. Never thought I'd actually get someone like this in at Posh, and he comes with some great stats. So I'll probably play him as a box-to-box. And as you can see here, fills out those stats absolutely brilliantly. His physicals are awesome for the league. And then he's got 13 passing, 12 positioning, 18 work rate, 14 determination, 12 anticipation. So for a 22-year-old, he'll be absolutely brilliant within the squad. And again, just gives that added extra strength in depth that we need. A player that people probably do know all about is Max Clayton. Again, on a free transfer. I actually thought he was a striker, but he plays on the wings now. So a couple of years ago in the game, he was a wonder kid striker, but now he plays a little bit wider. So I will be playing him on the wings, probably on the right wing because he is right-footed. 3-star current ability, 3.5-star potential ability. He had an okay season at Bolton last year. Didn't really play that much. 8 games, 6.65. Probably why they let him go. And this is the budget that we've had to work with because we have to go through either freeze or for young players to see if we can get them in. And again, I've used him before in the past couple of games, and he's been brilliant. And hopefully he'll come good again for us. And then finally, 2 loanees from our parent club West Ham. One of them is a well-known wonder kid, and that's Reece Oxford. Brought him in as a central defender partnership with Jack Baldwin. So it'll be Baldwin and Oxford in the middle of that defence all season, as long as there's no injuries. But I'm going to be playing as a ball playing defender. First touch is great, positioning's great, vision's great, passing's great. Everything is brilliant. His physicals are going up, even though he's only 18. He's going to get better and better and better with more games. 3.5-star current ability, 5-star, so he can max out his potential ability. All in all, just an absolute beast. And then, because I've heard good things about him on the game, Ashley Fletcher. So West Ham came to me with a list of people that they want us to take, and Oxford and Fletcher were 2 of those. 13 finishing, 12 composure, physicals are brilliant. He plays an advanced forward as a well-rounded advanced forward as well. So all in all, I feel like I've made some really, really good signings. Tell me what you think about the signings in the comment sections, about whether they're good, whether they're bad. It'd be great to hear your opinions on that. Got rid of quite a few people on loan. The only person we got out for money was Joe Gormley for £65,000, and we've also got people like Tafazoli, Brad Inman. They've got clauses in their contracts, their loan contracts with Swindon and Sheffield United, that they can actually buy them. They have to buy them at the end of the season for little fees. So that's always good that we know we're going to get money coming in. Same with Andrew Hughes at Leyton Orient as well. So lots of loans, so lots of people off our wage budget, which is great. But also a lot of the youngsters out there just to get some game time, because A, they're not good enough for the Championship just at the minute, and B, I don't think I was ever going to play them anyway this season. So we've brought in a really good, strong squad, and this is the squad here. So as you can see here, potential ability, the current ability has gone up a little bit, and that's what you're always trying to do every transfer window, every summer, every January, is just take some of these lower star players. If they're playing and they're improving, that's brilliant. But if not, you get rid, and then you bring in higher star players, and you build that up over time. But at the end of the day, we've got a great squad here now, and I reckon we could definitely avoid relegation this season. Kept hold of people like Marcus Madsen, Leo Da Silva, Jermaine Anderson, Jack Baldwin. All of those we kept. No one really came in from over the summer, and we've just got a good blend now of youth and experience, because a couple of these players, even though they're on 18, 19, 21, they've got a couple of years now of league football in them, so it's great to see. So this is the fixture list. We're gonna start our season with Huddersfield, and we've got the EFL Cup with Newport County. Then the kind of big games, you've got the Rotherham, who are going to be in and around us. You've got the big games like Swansea, Middlesbrough and Sunderland that all came down from the Premier League. And then you've also got people like Charlton who came up with us, Leeds, MK Dons, Sheffield Wednesday, Birmingham. So a lot of big games that will be coming thick and fast. And I'm going to try and bring as much of them as I can. Live comms, probably do double headers this time round rather than single headers, purely because there's a lot of games to get through and a lot of big games to get through as well. So we're going to start with Huddersfield today, and hopefully we can get a good start to the season and not be chasing our tails from day one. So this is the team we're going for with our first game against Huddersfield away. We're going to go for Luke McGee in goal. We're going to go for Sean Cavanagh at left back, Baldwin, Oxford, and Hayden White at right back. Usual duo in the middle, Forrester and Anderson. We've got Madison, Taylor, and De Silva Lopez at right wing. And then we've got our new signing, Jason Cummings, up front, ready and raring to go. Let's get into the match. So Huddersfield are even favourites, but the analyst thinks it's going to be a draw. As I said, we do have previous with Huddersfield. We actually beat them to go up in our first into the Championship. I was there that day at Old Trafford. They're going to be squaring up with a 4-2-3-1. Big names in their team. You've got Bradley Dacker, they brought in from Gillingham, Sean Scannell, Joe Lolly, Naki Wells. So a lot of good players in the Huddersfield squad. Having to do a little bit here in the team talk just to see if we can get something out of them. And then let's start the game. We're in our neon yellow, and Huddersfield are in their white. We need 50 points in the season to maintain our Championship status. So I reckon we've got the squad good enough to do that, definitely. Taylor now driving forward, has gone for a 25 yarder there. Just kind of curved away at the last second, but not a bad little start. We're competing with them, which is what we wanted. We want to compete with these teams. We don't want to be overrun. Low now with a corner. Back stick, and Christoph Schindler has scored there. Luke McGee got a hand to it, but not enough. We're 1-0 down, half an hour gone. Smith now. Good play from Huddersfield here, keeping the ball really, really well. Dak over to Baldwin, cutting that out. Oxford now is going to pick up that ball. Into Forrester. Forrester to Anderson. Anderson to Leo on the right hand side. A little bit isolated there, but keeps the ball. Forrester, quick movement, but Dak's picked it off Anderson. Pep in now, but White cuts that out, and now Cummings is through. He's one-on-one with the keeper. Cummings, oh, he's just shot wide. Great opportunity there from Jason Cummings. Great ball through from Hayden White. Another quick highlight. 5 minutes before half-time. Stankovic through to Wells. Luke McGee, that's a great save. Haven't had a shot on target yet this half for Peterborough. They're absolutely dominant. 6 shots, 2 on target, 3 off target. Very average game so far for the Posh. Let's see if we can really build them up now. Show me something else in the second half. All look fired up. That's what I want. A couple of people's morale not the best. I am going to knock it down to standard. Take the offside trap off as well, because I think they were trying to launch balls over the top, and we get the game started again. Might have to make some changes in a minute because we're just not getting enough out of our players here. Yeah, let's do that now. So made 3 changes with 25 minutes to go. Let's see if they can produce. We've eventually had a shot on target though, which is good. Coming into the last 20 minutes. A point out of this would be great. Good start to the season if we get a point. We just need to try and push on now. And time has whittled away here. The changes haven't made any difference. This is going to be it. That's it. We start with a 1-0 loss at Huddersfield. Not the best game at all. Very average ratings across the board. Just going to try and keep morale up as best I can. I think the best performer really was someone like Jack Baldwin. Reece Oxford, Hayden White to the defence really played well, but the attacking third just not good enough at the end of the day. Find ourselves 18th. As soon as we can get the first one on the board, that'll be great. So the next time we'll see each other in the second episode, we're going to do a double header here. Bristol City and Barnsley. They're two teams that are like us, are going to be down there or thereabouts in the relegation zone. So I'll come back and we'll do Bristol City and Barnsley together. I'll play through all of these games. We'll have a run through like normal, and pick out any good results. So yeah, we'll pick out any good results, any good players that we've got going here. But yeah, Barnsley and Bristol City will be the two teams that we come back and see how we're doing against them. So that's it for this first episode of the second season on Upon This Rock. If you've enjoyed the video, please do leave it a like. Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on any more videos that are going up on the channel at the minute. And until Bristol City and Barnsley, I'll see you soon.